Hey, Dad.
This is the Orange Soda Podcast. I'm Stephen Holstein. To my right is Ryden Yeagus.
Yeah.
Biden Vegas.
Is that how you say it?
What's his name? Yasmin Bey?
Yasin Bey.
Yeah,
Yasin
Yasin Bey. That's my name.
I thought that was Nav.
Wow, cringe. That's Seth to my left. He's
Yeah.
here.
You can call me whatever you want.
Je suis.
I prefer Seth Je suis Fedor.
Who's to your left?
Miss McKenzie.
That's true. That's
That is-
it.
And then the guy behind the camera, he's kind of... There's his thumb. I don't know if you want to see the rest.
A single thumb
It's
is...
kind of horrific, honestly. He just walked in the studio with a...
You have to bleep that.
bleep that. He walked in with a... and then bleep it, and they can figure out what they want.
Subway sandwich.
Wow, I'm making jokes now, too. I got to edit a lot of stuff out.
Making it worse on yourself. All right.
All right, we're back after a hiatus because last week we were in here in the studio. It was gone. It was just gone, so we couldn't record.
Well, I watched Joker last week, and I had a vendetta against society, and now we're better.
We just didn't.
Oh, we're doing best thing we did this week first.
Well,
Ha, ha, ha.
Aiden, have you ever seen Taxi Driver?
I've heard things about it.
I've had a taxi driver, yeah.
I've
Did-
played crazy. What's that game called?
Crazy Taxi.
I played taxi typing games.
What was it? What was that race game? Nitro Type.
Probably.
I was really good at that game.
Do you ever feel like the taxi driver?
Is that a racist question?
He told our boss that today. He told our boss that is the man who determines whether or not Steven gets paid that he feels like the taxi driver who has seen Taxi Driver. That's actually
He does. It's
that's
sick.
actually cool.
It's sick.
Travis Bickle. Travis Pickle. That rhymes with pickle, and I've been eating a lot of pickles recently too. Maybe that's what's wrong.
You
think-
think the pickles are
You
frying
can
your brain,
keep
think?
trying to figure out what's wrong with you, Steven. It's just you.
Well, what's wrong with you this week?
I'm talking to me this week. I'll be honest. So I started working out, and so I've been taking protein shakes and stuff, and it makes my farts reek, and it makes me a regular in my escapades in the bathroom. It honestly is fucking me up.
Paige is not.
What are you...
Paige is not a fan.
What?
Why are you drinking... How often are you working out?
Every day.
You don't need to... Okay.
I'm trying to put like 10 pounds. I gotta get some weight in my butt and my arms.
Yeah, lose even more weight.
I'll have James help you out.
Yeah, how's he gonna? Don't ask him how I get a bigger butt. That's what I need.
He has a tiny butt. He doesn't know.
Tiny butt gang out here. You got a big butt.
I have a big butt.
Yeah.
I do not have a big butt.
That's
Steven
not
has a
true.
big butt and he cannot laugh.
I do not. I have like an upper thigh. That's what's going on back there.
Well, that's what matters.
It's not really a butt. My pants fall down. I was called plumber crack in middle school because my pants wouldn't stay up because my butt's so flat. So no.
Aiden, did you ever get
Aiden
bullied in
has the
middle
cake.
school?
Aiden has the cake.
Yeah. ever
Aiden
get-
does actually have cheeks, no lie. Aiden's got.
I got
booty
cake.
works.
Come to my bakery.
Okay. I guess we got to talk about something. Paige, I want to hear about that music video that you retweeted.
Okay. I retweeted. I don't know that I'm going to say her name right because I'm a bad fan, but it's like Ashaniko, and she writes songs. And she put out a song called Stupid. If you have TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. But it's beautiful. And she did a music video, and she released it like really close to Halloween. It was like a couple days ago, and she's all like bloody and cute, and it's really awesome. And I loved it, and I love that song, and I love TikTok because I am 12.
What are your favorite bars from that song?
Literally the only ones that are like important, where she says, I know you think about me in the shower, Pornhub in your browser, fantasize about the pussy power.
My favorite line.
I do know that song.
My favorite line is when she says, "Don't call me stupid. That ain't the way my name pronounced."
No, that's different.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's different.
No, same song.
No,
you're right.
same song.
Yeah, because it's written by the song. Her name. You said her name
It
all
said-
wrong. It's pronounced Merlin Wood.
Just a mother wood, man.
Merlin Wood, man.
Every time I'm.
Let Paige have
What the
this.
fuck?
No, it's a good video. Have you seen the video?
No,
It's a good
I've heard this
video.
song.
I
remember
encourage-
that lyric.
I encourage you to check it out. It's a good video.
Did you
might do
show
that.
us that song one time?
I showed you that song, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's cool.
And ever since the day Aiden was a feminist.
facts.
I'm changing
women have
Aiden
not fallen
one
off.
drive home at a time.
Yeah.
TikTok. Okay, so what do you love about TikTok? You brought that up too.
Because I'm a child. I don't know. It's funny. Like, it's just hilarious.
I saw one. I saw one this week, and it was a dude, and he was in love with his mom, and that was like he
That
kissed
was
his
a
mom.
really,
Okay,
really funny
there are-
video. That
there-
was really funny.
There are some cringe. There's also a lot of, like, people on there obviously posting, like, thirst traps. I do watch the women ones because I love women. But you have to be
Yeah.
careful. If you like certain things, it'll, like, show you certain things. So I like a lot of, like, ones that aren't children.
Oh, that's good to get that on record.
Yeah, I don't support watching children thirst traps. If anyone's watching, that's gonna get me fired one day.
I think we should get our news from TikTok. Why isn't like
Yeah.
BBC, NASA? Why aren't they on TikTok, dude?
Why isn't
They would-
NASA on TikTok?
Why isn't
Instantly-
NASA on TikTok? What?
Yeah,
Actually,
no, like no lie, they should do that. Like unironically.
Yeah, like
Like I
oh.
only know what moon pies are because of Twitter.
what?
I eat at Wendy's more often because of Twitter.
You don't wait. Hold on. You don't know what moon pies are?
I know moon pies were before I got Twitter. Moon
How
pies
did you
on
not know what
Twitter.
moon
Yeah, how
pies
did
were?
you not know that?
I don't know. I can't explain things why I didn't know things.
You've never had a hot moon pie, bro?
A hot
A
moon
hot
pie?
moon pie.
Yeah, you put moon pies in the microwave.
I couldn't afford a microwave.
We could afford a moon. What is a moon pie? I never bought one. Never eaten
They're
one.
really not that good, but it's like
They are good. You shut your mouth.
they're
They
okay.
taste like chocolate marshmallows.
Yeah, they're comfort food.
They're comfort food.
Yeah,
Like you could snuggle with it and it'll like.
but like in the hierarchy,
your neck,
but in like the
shut up.
hierarchy of Little Debbie snacks, they're like
Number
12.
one.
They're like
all
12,
bad.
oh, they're all the Little Debbie.
I think.
Well, nothing's better than oatmeal cream pie.
False.
Oh, wrong.
Nutter butters.
That's
Not Nutter
wrong.
butters. Nutty
Cosmic
bars.
brownies.
Nutty bars are the best. I
Zebra
think.
rolls.
Your rules are trash.
Aiden, you look like you have
Whoa.
something to say.
Earlier I was talking
First of all, they're all crap.
What?
Hot take.
Oh, that's
I
why.
mean, you have to lower your standards. But yeah,
Oh.
once you lower your standards, they're pretty good.
Do I also have to lower my
Trust-
calorie intake?
Trust me, they're low enough.
Yeah, Swiss rolls are pretty epic.
I don't. Swiss rolls are good.
I don't like Swiss rolls either.
Okay,
Man,
good for
I
you.
don't know. I don't know how to differentiate Hostess and Little Debbie snacks.
Well, didn't
Do you have to?
Hostess try and go out of business and then they didn't?
Well, they got bought out by somebody else because everyone was like, "Oh no, save the Twinkies!"
Were you guys around like
was
when
kinda
that
cringe.
factory like in Sedalia like went down? It was like a Hostess factory, and then like a million people just got like free snacks, or maybe that was just me because there was a factory closing down. This was a very important time in my life.
I do not remember that at all. I think
A
I would.
Hostess factory shut down around Sedalia, and I don't remember how, but like someone I knew got like a bajillion boxes of like free snacks because they shut down, and I had Twinkies and Swiss rolls and shit for days.
Why does that not happen to me? What the fuck?
Where was that factory?
I was like 12.
Somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that was when they went out of
3
business
years
and
ago.
then
You don't
came back.
remember?
What? This was before that. Maybe it was a different factory. Anyway, I got a lot of free snacks at a snack-driven time in my life.
What isn't a snack driven time in your life?
The ACT.
Death.
That's your answer? Doesn't the ATD give you a snack break? Dude,
Not during. That'd be so rude.
do you guys have any good map test stories?
Yes.
Math test?
I used to break my pencils on purpose
have
to like
one.
take break because like you couldn't take breaks, right? You just had to like take the whole thing through.
Yeah.
I used to break my pencils on purpose so I could breathe for a minute. And I came up with that strategy in like 3rd grade.
Wow.
And then I told my teachers I was doing that, and they're like, "Wow, you're so brilliant. You're gonna do big things in life." Man, they were wrong.
Can
And
I
here
go?
we are.
I want to go.
What? Oh yeah, you're like a teacher, so we calling you. Yeah. Paige.
Thanks. So one year, I'm not going to say the schools because I don't want to be rude to the school systems. But I was moving from one school to another school. I was moving from a bigger school to a smaller school. The smaller school assumed that I was going to be stupid because I was from a bigger school for whatever reason, as if they don't have more funding, and told me because they were about to take the map test that they did not want me to enroll until after the map test. So I got 2 free weeks off of school, and I played Guitar Hero for 2 weeks, and I fucking nailed that shit. And I didn't have to take a map test for an entire year.
What grade was that?
I don't remember, like 6th or 7th.
That's pretty fire.
That's fucking.
It was
fire.
awesome. It was like I was a little insulted that they thought I was gonna be dumb because I went there and then everyone else was really dumb, and I was like, I would have helped you, but go off, I guess.
At my school, we had like map test clubs, and like if you did, so there was one called Map Elite. So if you got an elite score, you were in that club. If you got There was Map Pro, so if you got proficient, you were in that club.
You guys are fucking nerds.
And then there was Map Step Up. So if you improved from the last map test, you were in the Step Up club.
What they do with the dumb
God.
kids?
Yeah.
They didn't get to be in a club.
Their recess was canceled.
They went on like the limit. Nope.
No, this was like 8th grade. But I was in Map Elite because, again, people used to have faith in me.
That's whenever, like...
Seems like they're punishing
Why would you do
kids
that to 8th graders? Like, that's whenever you're getting really self-conscious and anxious about your whole life. Like, oh, sorry, buddy, you're not in the club because you're stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seems a little hateful, if I'm being honest.
Well, this is a good story because I was in that Map Elite club, and we got to go on a field trip. Like, our club in particular got to go on a field trip because we were Map Elite, and we went to... it was like this church thing we had in town where they had like basketball courts and stuff. It was called Cafe. Moberly people know what I'm talking about. If any Moberly people don't watch this, but Moberly people know what I'm talking about. So we got to go to Cafe for a while, which they had like Xboxes and like a snack bar and a basketball court. It was cool. And then after that, we went back to the school and got to shoot baskets in the basketball gym. And I had a football, and I threw it at a girl I like's butt, and she dated me for 7 years. So that was a good story.
Wow.
And that's how that happened.
Is that what I should...
Is that how it works?
Is that how that works?
I guess, because it worked for me for a while.
Damn. I would... If we just throw 2 basketballs or
Paige,
2
can you
footballs...
confirm?
Yeah.
I've never had a relationship for 7 years. I have commitment problems.
Okay.
If someone threw a football at your butt, would that do it?
No,
Think
because I
it's-
don't like people who like sports.
Okay.
Fair.
One time...
To be fair, I didn't intentionally hit her butt. I just wanted to throw the ball close to her, and it happened to hit her butt.
I just wanted to hit her in the fucking head and knock that bitch out.
Okay. What's your story?
Well, I think it might have been freshman or 8th grade year. This was the same day I learned about what Wu-Tang Clan was. Fun enough.
That's a special day in everyone's life.
And so we were halfway through the map test. We went outside, took a break, and we were on this big field out in front of the junior high because for some reason the freshmen were in the junior high building with the 8th graders and 7th graders. So we're there running around, being a bunch of dorks. And then some kid who is Caucasian called another kid who wasn't Caucasian a certain word. And that guy beat the shit out of the other guy, and there was a big fight in the middle of the map test, and it was really fucking funny. And during his big scuffle, one of my friends who was a woman got her butt grabbed, and then another fight happened. It was kind of awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like Endgame, but on that field, on the baseball field of my junior high school.
That's dope. I have another map test story that I just remembered. So
You were the guy that grabbed the girl's butt, wasn't it?
no,
He was the one that said the slur.
8th grade.
You said it.
He was the girl.
8th grade.
You're me.
We're like in the middle of map testing. We're like taking a break. We have like hour breaks. We're just sitting in the classroom. And our Miss Moore was her name, and we're sitting in our classroom. And so my girlfriends were like where Aiden is, right? And I'm back to back with a person right next to me. Okay, so I'm sitting here talking to my girlfriend, and behind me, I hear this fucking crackling noise. It just goes, and then someone screams, just, ah! And I turn around, and her hair's on fire.
No shit.
Her hair's on fire. Like, what is happening? And there's no teacher in the room, and her hair is on fire, and she sits there and like pats it out.
How did her?
How?
Because this kid had brought a fucking lighter to school during the map test and thought it'd be funny to light her hair on fire.
I have a story.
And
Arthur Fleck.
no one got in trouble. The teacher came in the room and it smells like burnt hair, and she goes, "What happened?" And everyone goes,
What do you mean?
"Huh?"
I didn't see shit.
It was cool, dude.
No snitching.
Somebody say something.
My dog, I was this close. I hear crackling in my ears. And what the fuck? It was really cool. That's like an all-timer.
That's fucking brilliant.
Why? Still don't know why.
We never had a kid set their hair on fire.
There was a guy, it wasn't during map test, but 9th grade, I was in this history class, and this guy sat behind me, and he bullied me because I got bullied a lot for whatever reason,
I wonder why.
because I was ugly. So anyway, jokes on them now, I'm still ugly. But anyway, he brought this like water gun, and every day he would squirt me in the ear. And then, like, I would try and be like, dude, and the teacher would turn around and he'd hide the water gun, and no one believed me. But this man was squirting water in my ear constantly. He also flipped my chair over one day. It was a mess. I'm not okay.
That's a yikes.
Well, I thought today was a fucking crack town, but you guys are telling me the stupidest stories I ever heard in my life.
Iden, you got any good ones?
No, I was a nerd.
Nothing funny happened to you in school at all?
Oh, funny. I thought we were doing only map tests.
Well, we can, but just like the most ridiculous thing that happened, you were in school.
I didn't say I took the map test.
I took the map test. I got good.
No, surely you got some kind of obnoxious story, right?
I don't know. All my friends are fucking nerds.
There was that one kid when I was in 4th grade. No, I would. No, you were in. I remember at Skyline seeing you walk around and you just you like.
I can't imagine
Sorry,
Aiden
that's
as a
cancer.
child.
I was small.
He acts like he does now, from what I remember, from like my scattered little brain
Pretentious.
ding dong thoughts. I just remember
I
you
was as
walking
good at
around
English as I.
like a
I was
fucking
already
like
as good as English.
cyborg. I was like, damn, that guy's stoic. He's pretty cool. that was never your like ages like 8 to 12 and the cool mysterious kid that he's like you don't think is like a shooter yet. He's just like cool mysterious. But then as you get older, you realize, oh, that guy's troubled.
Did either of you ever see me in high school? Like, did you?
I only knew about you from Twitter. and
Yeah,
that
that's
was
what I
it.
Yeah, I knew
thought.
of you.
I literally was a ghost.
I heard the rumors.
What rumors?
I fucking nothing.
Actually,
The
a lot of
scandal.
people spread rumors about me my 9th and 10th grade year. I dead ass got bullied a lot.
Hey,
I don't.
you guys must spread rumors about Paige.
Holy shit.
Can I?
Should
Can
we
I
not
know?
tell anyone that? That could probably get her fired.
She poisoned the Sedalia groundwater system. What?
I'm gonna get a call.
So I realized we forgot to mention
Mhm.
that we're all in costume because it's spooky time. It's that time of the year when
We're
there's
in
no
costume?
forgiveness.
I didn't dress
Seth
up.
isn't a minion.
I didn't.
Oh no!
I didn't dress up.
It's been a dream. But
Now that I noticed it, you have one less eye than normal, Seth.
such a fucking. So
Yeah, I thought you wore those overalls every day.
since it's fucking scary time, what is the most scared you've ever been in your entire life?
Oh,
Can I go first?
yes.
Yes.
Oh.
This isn't the most scared, but this is the most recent time I got scared. I'm just gonna go with it. So if anyone doesn't know, I have anxiety and love it. Anyway, the other night I get like really. Can you? Why are you-
Sorry.
Serious moments.
Some visual flair.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think anxiety's funny.
It's
That was
okay. I'm gonna make a joke out of it, guys. Chill.
Okay.
So listen. So I get really, 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 really freaked out by like thunderstorms and the dark. I could go into that. But
What
I'm not
about
going to.
thunderstorms in the dark?
Holy fuck.
All of it.
Like all together.
It's loud.
Yeah. So the other night it was like 10:30, which is normally when I go to bed, and it got really dark out because it's 10:30, and then it started thunderstorming really loud, and I am freaked out like to death, like I can't sleep. So then I stay up until 1 a.m, and then I try and fall asleep. In my brain, I'm like thinking, and I'm like, what if I'm fucking dead right now? And I couldn't sleep the entire night because my brain convinced me that if I fell asleep, I would die. Like that I was not actually here, and that if I closed my eyes, I was going to go ahead and ascend because I was actually dead. And I was up all night, and I had a test the next day. And it was the worst night of my life.
But you got 101 on that test.
I did get 101 on that test. Apparently, not sleeping gets you things.
No, see that sound. It's just like a funny story, but that happened to any of us. It's fucking terrifying. That idea. If you get that thought in your head, like, oh, I'm actually dead.
Yeah,
right now.
dude, but you lose all your ego, so you go on a test and you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it.
Fuck it.
and then
dude,
you get
can't lose.
101.
I'm already dead.
It's
Ugh.
it's
Doesn't
the
matter.
reason your
I
ego
hate
ego
it.
died, so
I hate
so you did good.
I also have this terrible, terrible, terrible fear that somebody is living in my attic, but I'm too scared to look because what if it's real?
Set up cameras. No, that's what we'll do on Saturday. We'll investigate the attic.
Hey,
That's
we
exactly
will
what
look
we'll
through
do.
your attic.
We will. Me and Aiden will ghost
We
bust your
will-
attic,
We will.
Who you gonna call?
flamethrower.
and then we're gonna.
You have hairspray?
What?
Yes.
We'll
Hairspray
make
is
it-
a
have you ever
ghost
done that?
repellent.
Have you ever tried it? Like,
Dog, have you ever shot a potato gun?
My brother did that in the
No.
basement with Axe deodorant, and then it's like burnt chocolate Axe. There's nothing worse on the planet than that
Right.
smell.
My
Did-
brother literally used to just come in my room doing that, like for no reason.
Dog, you ever done that? Have you ever shot a potato gun before?
No.
Yeah, dude. It's like, okay, so it's like PVC pipes, and you like stick
They're
a
fun.
you stick a potato in it, and you fucking use hairspray, and then you light it, and you just fucking fling a potato like 1,000 yards. It's awesome. It's a really good time.
Do you think other people aren't from the Midwest know what the fuck about like people are like, yeah, dude, I love potato guns.
The people from the Midwest don't know what potato guns are. It's like very redneck. That's one of my red.
I think people
I
are
don't know.
underestimating how many rednecks are in the Midwest.
That's what happens when your dad never finds another woman after your mom. Shit like that happens. You just shoot potato guns.
That was sad.
That's so bittersweet.
Oh, okay. Scariest memory. Seth, go ahead.
Well, I must have been, 16 or 15? No, I wasn't driving. I must have been 14. I was watching, my brother was at soccer practice. My dad was a coach at that time. My mom had a senior dinner. It must have been around 8 or 9. It was dark. And I was on my laptop in the living room. And I was watching a PewDiePie video. He was playing a spooky game. But this is any spooky game. It's a really good spooky game. Because, like, you play in the browser, you play, like, in the game, but it's like this face that's made like it's like 16-bit, and it's like this really unsettling looking smiley face thing, and it follows you around in the game. But eventually the game crashes, and it like puts files on your desktop, and you open it up, and it like acts like the thing is coming out of the game into your actual computer, which is a really cool idea for a video game. But then as this is happening, Mr. PewDiePie opens up the files on his computer, and then all the fucking power in my house goes out. Like, the laptop shuts the fuck off, all the lights get turned off, everything is off. I don't know my dog. I'm like, what? I just sit on my on my chair, like, fucking, I didn't move for like 3 minutes. I'm just sitting there like fucking sweating bullets, like, what is going on? And I try and use the landline, but the landline doesn't work. So I go get my phone from my room. It's charging, like, Mom, Dad. I call my dad, like, hey, I know you're practice, but, like, I can't explain, but I'm just really scared right now. Something like the power went out. I'll explain to you later. I'm fine, honestly, but I'm just really fucking, like, freaked out right now. He was like, yeah, we own a little bit. I was like, okay, bet. And so then I never understood in movies, whenever something spooky's going on in the house, just get the fuck out of the house. So that's what I did. I just walked out of the house with my dog on a leash, and I stood in my front yard till my dad got home. But I was fucking scared.
Wait, when was
I
it?
was so scared.
How many years?
I must have been like 14.
Oh.
I was at the house on Stevenson, but I was fucking scared. And there was them in St. Louis, and this guy scared me. It was weird. But that's a weird. I don't remember a lot of that night.
What's that story?
I honestly could not remember most. I'm gonna bring Ian Jett on. He'll remember it.
Okay. I didn't. Scary. Happen. You.
Seth, remember when we watched Hereditary?
That was honestly, yeah, I do
I
remember
was
that.
scared in the theater, but then I went, like, we were all like, whoa, this movie.
Yeah.
Like, afterwards, we were like, oh my God, this is so scary. But then I went home, and, like, my cat, I didn't realize it was my cat. Like, we have, like, chairs in front of our house,
Yeah.
and there was, like, movement. So I jumped, like, 3 feet in the air and screamed. Because I was in such, like, a heightened state,
I can't imagine hiding screaming.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was really, really scared.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's all.
That was actually a really fun night whenever we saw Hereditary.
That's a very good movie.
It was like all of our friends, and like after this, there's that scene with the girl. Spoilers for Hereditary. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. No nuts. But she gets her block knocked off. Her fucking head flies off, and it's so unexpected. And I like had my hands over my face for like 5 minutes. I just sat there. Alex
the
like
whole
yelped.
time.
Everyone was just like. And it was a really like we were a really good crowd, but then there was at one point where there's it's like on the sun, and the mom's like barely in frame, and she like crawls across the ceiling, and it's really freaky. But then again, the back of the theater was like, oh fuck, and then everyone fucking just bursted out laughing.
What was the
It's fucking
scariest part
great.
of that movie for you guys?
The fucking neck. Whenever you stab at her neck with the knife, that
Yeah.
sound design, you don't see it, you just hear it. It's like,
What about you, Aiden?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
He stays in character. You gotta give him that.
When he had to miss class.
I think the scariest part for me is when she's like crawling and he's in the attic and it's closed and she's banging her head.
Oh,
like,
that's
over and
freaky as
over.
fuck too.
That scene was in my brain for like weeks. Like I could not stop thinking about
That's
it.
a damn good movie.
I don't watch scary movies.
Have you not seen Hereditary?
I got conned, but I
Let's
actually
watch it.
wanted to see it because it looked good.
Oh yeah, you told me
It's
that.
not
What
just
did
like
they-
a scary movie.
what
It's
did he say
fucking
you're gonna see?
great.
I don't
he
like
thought
gore.
he told me we were gonna go
There's
see a
a gore. Hold
comedy.
Oh yeah.
It was not a comedy.
No, I don't watch like scary movies at all. I can't do it.
I don't either because of the anxiety, but like
Mhm.
it one is really.
I just
good.
can't. Like haunted houses and scary movies fuck with me like really bad, especially strobe lights. I think I have a mild form of epilepsy, and I'm not just saying that like for the meme.
No, trust
Strobe
me.
lights mess me up really bad.
How different the injuries are showing. They're fucking like taking over our brains.
Yeah,
with
I had to
those
leave.
strobe lights.
I had to
Yeah.
leave.
That was fucking a lot. That was.
I'm not
intense.
joking. Like yeah, it's a real thing. I don't.
I got a shirt while we were there.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
I'm really excited about it.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's what I like about horror. I like being scared.
Yeah.
I
can't-
didn't used to
I
like.
get-
think
I
that
didn't
it
like.
keeps me in check.
As a kid, I was terrified.
I
Now I
can't-
like it.
I can't do any of it. Like I don't know. Strobe lights. Like I said, strobe lights make me feel third person every time. Like every time I do a haunted house, I walk out and I feel like I'm looking at myself from like there. It's it's really weird.
I like strobe lights.
I can't.
I
It
can
makes.
stare at them for like 2 hours.
Ugh, I can't. I don't know.
I just don't like I like getting spooked once in a while, but I also like watching movies that have like because you can scare someone in a movie, like jump scares and shit, but like
Mhm.
movies that are able to like create like a fucking creepy atmosphere and like
Yeah.
terror. Like there was this who the fuck it was this thing might have been a Stephen King quote. It was talking about like creepiness and scare and terror. And he said, like, terror is going into your house and realizing everything in there has been replaced with an exact copy of itself, which is such, like, a fucking horrific thought because you would never even know, and you can't prove that that's not happened every time you go in your room. Everything is new, but it just got replaced with an exact copy.
Do I have to say the anxiety thing again? I'm going to have to talk to James on the phone the entire time in my house till I fall asleep.
That is such a fucking scary thought.
Said we should
Ugh.
put stuff in Paige's attic.
I will freak out.
Oh, my God. Should
I shouldn't have said it. I should have.
let's talk after the episode.
I should have said it to you in French.
Mm.
Or like whenever you think someone's behind you, like you feel breathing on your neck, you turn around, nothing's there, and then you think you're going crazy and shit.
Stop.
We should just plan stuff and. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I really can't. I'm telling you, I can't do scary shit. My brain doesn't separate fantasy from reality very well, so I can't fucking do scary shit at all. I went to this I went to this haunted house when I was in like I was younger. I went with my dad. It was a really shitty haunted house. Like it was not scary. My dad thought it was fucking hilarious. He laughed the whole time.
That's what I do.
He was like saying dumb shit to him. He was like, "Whoa, buddy," and shit like that.
Have you ever
Whoa,
been to
Kenny.
one of them where they like grab your feet and stuff?
Oh fuck that! Hell no, I ain't been that shit.
So scared.
Only thing I've done is like the Worlds of Fun.
That one,
The-
I
the
like. Worlds
haunt's
of
fun.
It's fun.
I went last year.
But yeah, so this haunted house I went to in 5th grade, dog. We walk in and there's 3 doors, but only one of them opens. And when you touch them, the ones that don't open fucking shock you.
Broken doors. Oh my god, I could not handle that.
They fucking shock you. You picked the wrong one. So then we pick the right one and we go in and there's this dude getting chainsawed in a casket, which is really stupid. And then you
he's already dead. He's in a fucking
I know.
casket.
And then you walk out. It was like a graveyard scene. And I was like, Dad. And then we go in like this kitchen, and they decapitate this dude in a sink. Go. It's really corny and dumb. But and then you walk through like the pitch black, but people scream in your fucking ear.
Okay, that's kind of spook.
Bad. It was a bad
Actually-
deal. I peed my pants. I really did. True story.
I'll fucking drink to
I
that.
peed
Cheers,
my
bro.
pants. That's true.
The one, if you guys have been to haunt, have you ever been to the haunt? It doesn't sound like something you would like.
I don't
but-
like haunted houses. No.
Let's go.
There's one that, do you know the Animal Farm one where it's like the people and like they're like half like animal?
I think that was the one I went. I went to one of them last year because lines were so long. And that might have been the one I went to.
So I think I like told you guys this, but I have a huge fear
Yeah.
of like animal human mutation.
Wait,
That
what?
shit-
Yeah, you didn't like that.
Dude, I've
Sorry
had
to bother you.
Goosebumps. When the girl gets bit by the
Goosebumps.
cat and she's like half cat, half
Stop.
lady. That was actually spooky as hell when I was a kid.
But no, yeah, like the movie Get Out. If you haven't seen Get Out, I'm so sorry. I'm about to spoil this.
Just watch
Just
the
skip
movie.
it. But like they turn them into fucking horse people, and I
yeah.
threw up and I cried for 3 hours. I made James watch the end of it and then tell me like what parts we had to skip so I could finish the movie. 'Cause I'm-
did you watch?
It's a different. You're thinking.
Or not
of,
Get Out.
Don't
Sorry
spoil.
to
I
bother
mean, that's
you.
a pretty.
Sorry to bother you.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that movie, but I forgot already.
I
what
forgot
it
about.
was.
I don't.
I
I,
need.
was,
Just
I looked
ignore
at
me.
Zach like, is the director's
ig-
cut?
Just ignore.
on.
What
me.
I missed?
We need to bring in our movie expert for this because I want to hear about his scariest movies.
Zach, what's the scariest movie you've seen?
Bring him on.
Oh, Hereditary.
Is it Hereditary?
Bring him on. Bring him on.
I just watched The Exorcist real quick.
Tell us
It
some
was good.
spook. Tell us some spook.
Some spooky movies.
Tell us some spook that you've done.
Well, I've never done spooky stuff.
Some spook that has been bestowed upon you.
One time my brother was like really still in my room, like really. There was a kid in school. This is different. There was a kid in school who got like a hand job at lunch. That was really fucking scary. Like everyone was talking about it. I imagine while it was happening, like this kid was just sitting, isolated with his significant other. That was
At the high school.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody
What
got
the
somebody got a
fuck?
hand job in their science class.
In Smithton?
No, in
Oh.
Sedalia.
Oh, okay. Well, I went to Smithton, so you can get away with a good little lunchy handy. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Uh,
did you go to Smithton though? Like your whole school?
from
time?
6th grade to graduation,
I went there 7th and 8th grade.
and you're a grade above me, probably. I'm 20. You're 21.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Wow.
21,
So-
21.
Look at that.
Look at-
Look at that.
Oh
Small
my
world.
God.
Funny how that happened.
But anyway, my brother was like just really still in my room, and there was like my TV entertainment center, and like the wall were like a certain length apart, and he was just like balled up, fucking in between both of them, and he wasn't fucking moving, and I was just watching TV, and I did not fucking see him,
Oh no.
and then I just made contact with him, and I just screeched, man. I just fucking screeched, and he was like laughing and shit.
Oh, it was like a Rich Evans where he slowly comes into frame. Well,
No, I just slowly just like saw him and I was like, holy fuck! I think, if I recall correctly, that was spooky.
Zach, do you think that's scarier than the other day when I texted Joe to 30330?
You texted Joe at 30330.
I texted Joe at 30330.
I think it's scary
And on
as
my
fucking Joe
phone,
Biden's
he did
dementia.
that too.
Yeah, I used it on Seth's phone to use Seth's name.
Say what?
I used Seth's phone and used Seth's name.
So now I get fucking messages from Joe now. It's great.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, text if you text.
Text Joe to 30330. Orange Soda listeners, if you text Joe to
The Orange
30330.
Soda podcast does not endorse Joe Biden as a presidential candidate.
Oh my
Speak
god.
for yourself.
Text Joe to 30330.
Joe Biden has Iden in his name, dude.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Never mind. I am.
Whoa.
Joe in here today.
Joe.
Nice
Biden.
clipped, real bad. Whoa.
Joe Mama.
Ah.
Unsubscribe.
Ah. Cringe. Wow, cringe. You just posted cringe.
What is some other scary shit? Yeah, the hand job really did it for me.
Yo, there was a kid in my science class. He was he's a kid, and he was sitting in the back of the class rubbing his ween through his jean, and he looked at this girl and said, "Look at it, look at it," and then she fucking screeched, and then a whole thing happened. But that was weird. That was weird.
Look at it.
He said that. I was like, "Oh Christ."
That's how you do it.
That's
Sexual
yeah.
harassment.
That's how Haley and I met.
That
so-
guy?
Sexual harassment is terrifying.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yep.
Wow, look at him.
So I have a question about Smithton. Were you there? I had a friend who poured milk on somebody during lunch one time.
Yeah.
That was
Who-
my friend.
Who poured milk on who? I can't remember.
My
the
friend.
Names. Well, I don't know if we should say names.
Yeah. I'll
Joe?
tell
But I
you.
remember
Your friend
that
Joe?
shit. I remember
talk
people,
after.
Yeah,
We'll
I
talk
remember people
after.
screaming, and I was like,
She texted me like immediately after. She's like, "You'll never guess what I just did."
"Were you in the lunchroom?"
No, I wasn't
Oh,
there.
I was gonna say we were like having lunch at the same time.
Really? I was hoping.
Maybe.
Wait, do
I
you
was
two
there.
know
I
each
was in
other?
that room when that was happening. Huh?
Do you two know each other?
I no.
Oh.
I mean, I do now.
Who is that? I don't know. I can't even see her.
I did not kill you.
I
Right
literally
here.
cannot.
He's not
I
even
couldn't tell you,
joking.
though.
He
Iden.
actually can't tell.
Who's a
faces.
bigger blind icon, Helen Keller or Ray Charles?
Wait, blonde?
Blind.
Helen Keller was a socialist.
Really?
She was.
I stand
Helen
with
Keller, Ray
Keller.
Charles. Hold on. What? No.
Stevie
No.
Wonder.
No. Oh, yeah, perfect. Here, put your mic back.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh, hold on. Marry one, have premarital relations with one, kill one.
Wait, what about the 3 blind mice from Shrek?
Get there.
Okay.
Wait,
all-
you know what was good about
all 3.
Stevie Wonder though? Seth, you know like the talk box thing?
Yeah.
And then Frank sampled him on
One of the songs.
what song is that?
I cannot remember. I'm still
I don't
thinking
know.
about that hand job during lunch.
Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Helen Keller. Fuck one,
Um,
marry one, kill one.
Well, I would give a handshake to all of them because they're influential historical figures. And I don't objectify them like
Are
that.
you a fucking diplomat?
I don't fetishize them.
Can I shake your hand?
That was such
Yes.
a mature,
Thank you.
Yes.
intelligent answer.
Yeah, I know. We got to kick him off the show now.
Yeah, we don't have mature takes on here.
Did you guys ever watch Halloween Town?
I had never seen that movie in my life.
Cartoon?
Have you ever watched Halloween Town?
I feel like I have, but honestly, my childhood's like a really big blur.
If it wasn't on VHS, you didn't see it.
Speaking
It's
of
true.
fuck, marry, kill, me and my friend Trey, I love you, Trey. He's in Afghanistan right now.
Story's getting layered already.
So,
I
me and
know.
my friend Trey, I was at his house and we would play fuck, marry, kill all the time because it was just fun and we were in junior high. And
As you do.
I think it was like Betty White and like the grandma from Halloween Town, and
Uh-huh.
like I just lost my shit. I forgot who the third old hag was.
Meryl Streep.
Nah, fuck.
The old man's wife in Monster House.
Elizabeth Warren.
Do you guys remember Monster House?
I do remember that.
Do you remember like the wife or the?
That movie scared the shit out of me as a kid.
She was like a circus freak or something.
she was.
It
Wasn't
made
she
me
was
really sad.
fat?
Yeah.
Did she
it was
fall into
sad.
concrete?
She is the house. Oh wait.
Yeah. Spoilers from Monster House
Wait.
2008.
To be fair, it's a very deep. You might not even catch that.
Yeah, it's very dense.
I kid.
There's a lot happening in every frame.
Did you guys go trick or treating?
Like in general?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you?
Why would I not?
That's the only time I got to eat food.
One time I told my friend that I didn't really like because he was kind of annoying. He was a PC gamer in like 7th grade. He's kind of he's a good
Nerd.
guy, but we were. He said, "Hey, you guys can go trick or treating on your house." And I said, "Probably not." And he sees me and my fucking friends strolling up. I was in a Minecraft creeper costume, and I see him, and I was like, "Oh no!" And he's like, "Hi, Seth." I was like, "Oh no!" And then I never trick or treated again.
How old are you when you stopped trick or treating? Like what grade?
Whenever I started driving, whenever I started drinking on Halloween instead of trick or treating.
I think
Yeah.
I think I went my freshman year. I think.
I stopped trick or treating when I was like 11.
Yeah, I was
very
like,
young. I don't
yeah.
remember who I was last. What?
I went
my
no.
life.
I went 8th grade and I started going with my little brothers. But I think 8th grade is the last time I went by myself.
Yeah, I have low
Oh,
power, so
yeah.
I'd go with him.
Yeah.
8th grade is a
so-
little old trick or treat in hindsight.
I stopped in like 5th or 6th grade.
It was fun.
I like candy.
Well, when you're in 7th and
And
8th grade,
drinking.
you're finally old enough to like go wherever you want to. Well, I did at
No.
least. Because I lived. I mean, I didn't grow up in a small town, but it's not big.
That's basically how it goes. You trick or treat, and then you drink on Halloween.
Well, I guess
in
I missed like
costumes.
10 years.
No.
You could do that in any grade, Seth.
Oh,
Responsible.
dude, I was at a gathering of friends, one would say, and in high school we had a link crew program where if you were a senior or junior, the freshmen that came in, like you would orient them and teach them how to like not be a failure in life. They picked me to be one of these guys. Can you believe that shit? So I'm at a party. It was on New Year's, and this one chick, she looked familiar. She said, "You're my link crew leader," and she's like not sober, and I was like, "Oh dear
It's
God,
that Paul Rudd meme that's on Twitter.
look at
Look at us. Who
Look at who'd have thought? Not me. I was like, Jesus Christ, I've been failing. I've not been a good influence to these poor kids.
There's a TikTok of a girl who's like a high school substitute teacher, and she says like she's at a college party, and like one of the high school students was like, "Hey, Mrs. like whatever," and she turns around and it's like a student, and
Oh,
she didn't
no.
know what to do, and then I got fearful.
Oh.
That is not it, Chief.
I've
That ain't not it.
already subbed at like Sedalia a couple times, and I knew some of the students, and I was like, "Oh God."
You know, I was
Pretty
talking
sad.
to my mom. I was telling my mom that you were subbing and stuff, and she said, because I told her that, she was asking about you teaching, and I was like, yeah, one of her students was already hit on her, and she's like, yeah, my first year, some guy asked me for my number,
Oh.
take me on a date.
I get hit on at least like 2 or 3 times, like every time I substitute.
What are you gonna do?
I ignore it.
Just bitch slap him.
I mean, like, can you please? I don't want to lose my job.
I don't want to do that.
Your hair's doing the fucking
What you guys doing?
Chinese finger trap over there.
Seth, are we going to talk about that thing we were going to talk about?
Watch. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull my finger off.
Okay. Holy fuck.
Ready?
What was that Indian kid's name on
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb? Baljeet.
Baljeet?
He's the one who taught me how to do that.
You ready?
The like.
Okay.
Phineas and Ferb is a gem.
Watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna show him. Ready? Okay. Fuck, dude. Where did my finger go?
Dude, where did your finger
Where did my
go?
fucking finger go?
Is that the sequel to
Dude, where's my car?
Dude, where's my thumb?
Honey, I lost my finger.
Dude, my finger's back.
Honey, I shrunk my
Bro,
finger.
You see that? I just did it like 5 times.
Dude, you didn't come back with more nail though.
No,
Come back
you-
and get
Fingernail's
some more nail.
almost grown
Now you
back.
and Paige can
You're
talk
getting
about
there.
witchcraft.
What?
Witchcraft. Do we
Witchcraft.
support? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Do you like read all that Wiccan stuff? Are you into that?
You've asked me this before.
I haven't asked you on camera before.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
When?
and she said, I do. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah.
That was her exact words.
Get
on-
some memory.
I'm not good at it.
I just don't want to like go buy all the like herbs and stones and
Do you
All the
remember,
pig's head
like-
and blood and stuff?
stuff.
Oh.
All the
don't-
virgins.
I don't want to sacrifice a goat to Satan or whatever you're supposed to do.
The Wiccans believe in Satan?
No.
Just say, what about like voodoo dolls?
No.
No, not your thing. What's that deal?
I do like tarot cards mostly.
Well, that's not
Low level
spooky
magic.
necessarily.
Apprentice. The Wizard's
Yes.
Apprentice. Starring Nicolas Cage. Remember that movie?
It's like, are you starting
No.
small and working your way
Me
up to
neither.
Hermione or no?
You'll never be Hermione. I want to make that clear.
All right.
Do you have a little bias there?
None at all.
I kid.
Emma Watson, if you're listening, please answer my
Please
emails.
continue your activism supports. Or
Is she an activist?
she's like a. Isn't she a really iconic feminist?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, she's kind of a whitey feminist, but
What does that
Well,
mean?
that'd be because she's
Means-
of white.
she only focuses on like white issues, and it's really problematic.
Like what? What are like specific white issues? I'm not trying to bait you. I'm like genuinely curious as to what this could entail.
Like only focusing on like the pay gap and stuff, which is wrong, but like you should also focus on like how trans women are killed all the time, or like how like people of color, like women of color, are a lot more oppressed. Like work your way like fucking up, and then eventually like we can worry about how women want to like free bleed once we figure out how to in other countries people can stop enslaving women. Like I'd like to work like one problem at a time.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
fair.
Stop female genital mutilation.
So I know-
and free bleeding.
So I know that was a very serious conversation, but would you like to share the audience your view that the wage gap's a load of manure?
All
I'll punch you right here.
All right. Okay.
Steven.
Okay. This is
This
a
is set
touchy subject, but this isn't. This is the way a lot of issues in America are. is
No.
we
I
can
want
look
you
at
to
stuff-
share your exact opinion.
We can look at stuff, but a lot of things are deep-seated American values that may not be correct in institutions. So, no, this is. I'm not well versed enough.
It's not a thing you could
I
say.
am not the kind of person to speak
No.
on
What's your
this.
your wage gap opinion that you keep saying? No, just please share. Crucify yourself.
Let
on
me
the-
write a fucking thesis about it. Let me do research. Let me type up a paper.
No.
and then I'll come back on it next
You've
week.
been saying it at
Is-
parties for weeks.
I have a question.
I'm sober right now.
question.
I'm gonna spout off bullshit that I read on Ben Shapiro.
Is it that the pay gap is what it is because of like the jobs that women have and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
No, Seth's opinion is that the page gap isn't real because women can sell feet pics, and that's an actual.
Oh, that one. Okay,
You said
no,
the page
no.
gap.
Okay,
yes,
facts.
the page gap. No. Okay,
Oh.
I thought you meant like my actual like thought out opinion. No, yeah, women are like, oh, I can't make enough money. Women sell pictures of their armpits like $50 to horny guys. Take advantage of the horny guy market. They'll buy anything.
Elbow picks.
Feet
I'm trying to
pics.
sell my dirty shoes. If you're watching this and want to buy my dirty shoes,
No one's gonna buy my dirty shoes.
please Text.
Maybe if we had sexier feet, should we get manicures and shit?
Dog, I can't put my bath water
Your feet-
in a jar, bro.
Dude.
Okay,
Shout
but
out
also,
Belle Delphine.
you
She's
guys-
a fucking genius, and I love Belle Delphine.
You guys are saying this like all women can do that, and I'm not trying to be rude, but like it is a very like privilege. Like
No, that's
you
also
have
true.
to look a certain way.
That's
and,
true.
Like, do, like
Attractive?
yeah, I don't want to
Conventionally
be.
attractive.
I don't want to be mean.
No, I'm saying if
But,
York was
like-
selling her feet pics or feet water juice, I'd buy it.
We're gonna clip that.
I don't know. I'd buy Frank Ocean's bath water.
Oh my god. Oh my
shout
God,
out his
can
new
you
song.
imagine?
You
Oh
wanna talk
yeah,
about music a
DHL
little bit?
happened. Shit.
Can I say something problematic that might take up the rest of the show?
Totally fine.
I don't like Frank Ocean as much as you guys do. Like, I
Whoa.
like him a lot, but like,
Slumps it down.
I can't like relate to your guys' like.
Okay, I have a
I mean-
thought. I have
No.
thoughts on this.
I really like him. Like, I'm not saying he's bad or anything. Like, I love his music, but like, you guys have like an obsession.
Yeah, I'm not as
I-
fanatic as these two are. Jesus.
You have the shirt that you wore today. Get the shirt.
I don't
Get the shirt.
fucking think
Get
about
the shirt.
it. I don't think
Get
about
the
him
shirt.
every second. I have a shirt.
Aiden brought a Frank Ocean shirt today, and he bought the vinyls that he dropped this weekend. Don't let him lie to you. Aiden spent.
I mean, 'cause they're gonna be valuable.
Aiden
Okay, one
spent.
sec. We have to stop this entire thing because you said fucking vinyls. It's vinyl or records. Vinyls.
Vinyl
Vinyl
record.
is the plural of
just say
vinyls.
LPs. Like a,
LPs.
Whatever.
Like a
Aiden
Discogs
spent
or-
$45 on 2 singles from Frank
they're
Ocean,
gonna be worth.
and
That's
he
very
bought
on
the
brand
and
for-
he bought the shirt. So don't let Aiden lie to you. It's a load of. This is a load of shit.
Okay, but I also think that the pages. I don't think pages necessarily like. I mean, you're obviously not wrong, but I think that this generation, being a boy, growing up, you're like, oh, feelings are gay. You can't have feelings. But Frank Ocean's like a boy, and like challenges what it is to be a boy, or like a manly man, and like challenges sexuality norms and stuff. And that's like a big relief for boys in this generation.
Well, you
to, like,
retweeted
look up to
something.
like that.
You retweeted or liked something on Twitter today that was about a dude that like how dudes don't have like freedom to explore their sexuality like women do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Frank
Frank
Ocean
Ocean,
is that.
Frank Ocean, yeah, he's the yeah.
Are you exploring your sexuality, Steven?
No, I'm not, but I'm saying
You should.
I think sexuality is a spectrum,
Absolutely.
and I don't think that's a commonly held.
I think you should pause
hmm
and also say that although sexuality is a spectrum, that people can be 100% straight and 100% gay.
Well,
I
of
need, I
course.
need you to say that
Absolutely.
because some people say sexuality is a spectrum and mean like, oh, you can't be like 100% into like one.
You can't.
Yeah,
not
well,
like
you can.
this.
I think because because there's radical.
I just need you
ideas.
to like say it.
Yeah,
'cause
okay,
People
yeah.
will come for you.
Okay. I mean, I'll agree with that, but especially as a as a man in America, the idea of masculinity is that you have to be straight and you have to be strong.
So did Frank Ocean do this for you? Like
Frank
the
Ocean
feminists who have been
for our-
fighting for your rights for a
No,
million years.
Not
like,
necessarily, but Frank Ocean's music and what Frank Ocean represents is like duality and like how you can be fluid and you can still, like he's still,
It's like water.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean's water.
he's kind of like water. Like he's
I
still,
wanna drink him.
Frank Ocean raps and he's hard sometimes. He got, he
Yeah.
spits like sick
Yeah,
shit.
like that's what Sunday's
he's-
about.
And he's totally believable. He's like, oh shit, like Frank Ocean's like the dude. But
Yeah, he
then,
punched the fuck out of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Broke his fucking nose.
But
for calling
then-
him the F-A-G-G.
but then he sings about having, boyfriends and about
About how his boys
crying
are
and
cute.
emotions. And like Tyler, the Creator, does a lot of that too. So I think they're popular in a way because it gives men like, maybe not even the sexuality side, but it's a pop artist that it's pop culture that makes you feel okay to have emotions.
like gender roles and
Yeah,
stuff.
and you can have emotions, and I think that's the role he serves for a lot of people. So a lot of people feel more free because they're inspired by that. So it's an inspiration thing, I think.
Yeah,
why
that's-
are all
that's
you
what I get
men
of Frank
still so
Ocean.
toxic?
It's
All
culture.
you men?
What is your guys'
All
problem?
you
Masculine
men.
culture is toxic. I'll say it.
Yeah, toxic masculinity. Terry Crews is like, no, not good. And I
Because
was
what
like,
is
yeah.
it? Because what is it to be a man? To be a man is to be a provider. It's to be strong.
It's
It's, to
not,
be.
though.
There's a
Right.
quote from Castlevania where Castlevania 4 says, "What's a man? What is it? A shallow sack of lies or something." It's fucking hilarious. It's like
Right.
shitty ADR.
What is a man?
Yeah.
A piece of shit.
But like
What is a man?
you say, it's not. But traditionally, and the pressure, even from the generation before us, from our parents and stuff, like that's what a man is.
Okay, and
You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
trying to be rude,
Mm-hmm.
but like if you guys keep going into that ideology, like you're gonna keep producing it. Like the reason why women have been able to like do more is because we fought for that right. You guys aren't fighting for shit. You just
Well, yeah, I mean,
listen to
that's
Frank
like-
Ocean and cry in your room. Like if you
Not
want that to
necessarily.
change.
Not necessarily.
Seth,
I think,
are you offended by that?
Not at all.
but I think pop culture
Straight
figures.
facts.
Pop culture figures, though, like David Bowie
That's what
and
Warhol did too.
Yeah,
Warhol was gay in like the fucking 60s.
Warhol and Kurt Cobain and David Bowie and
Cobain was a feminist and like
Mhm.
was like saying fuck to bigotry like in the 90s.
right, and Prince and Frank Ocean and Tyler the Creator. Like I don't know. I'm not.
Don't forget K Abstract. Don't forget Kevin.
Kevin Abstract's not that big,
Come on,
He's
come
not
on
nearly on the
podcast,
same
Kevin.
level.
No, but
but I think so. I think Frank Ocean is
Oh, you
Is-
can't see me winking.
I can see it.
He represents a side of masculinity or a side of being a man that's not commonly accepted in society. So that is why
Frank Ocean is Moonlight
I
as
think
an artist.
I think that is why a lot of men connect with Frank Ocean, because they feel like it's okay to have emotions.
It's also just fucking good music too.
It
Can't
is,
figure
yeah.
out
No,
that.
he makes catchy songs.
It is good too.
Yeah, the hi hats on that night switch. Every time we're in the car, I'm like, give me those fucking hi hats. Give me those hi hats. It's banging. Frank Ocean's good. I'd say it. I'll say that.
I'll give him a 2 out of 2.
Yeah, I'll give a solid 2 out of 2. Maybe a 3 out of 3. Fuck. He hasn't made a bad project. Hasn't made a not classic project.
Well, he has bad mixtapes, but those are mixtapes.
Who doesn't have bad mixtapes?
There's a lot he
We have
broke.
a bad mixtape. Find out
Did
about
your nostrils just flare?
Dude,
What?
I've been watching. I didn't do this fucking thing with his nostrils. They were just
That's
like
what I-
pulsating. It's fucking funny.
No, I'm gonna try to nut.
Earlier today, we were like fucking each other in class, trying to not break character, and I like he was doing a good job, but like you can always tell, 'cause, like your like lip is like doing funny things that it doesn't usually do. It was fucking great.
It's already that time.
Is it that time?
What's the best thing that happened to you this week, Seth?
Best thing that happened to me this week. You guys already know, cause you fucking guys were there.
It's all gonna be. All
We
three of
went-
ours is gonna be the same thing.
We went to Truman State. Went to Truman
Can't
University.
believe I
in
wasn't
Kirksville.
invited to this fun party.
It was a
So
boys' night
excited.
out.
Boys only.
It really was a boys' night out.
You were
It was
with
the
women.
boys. Women were
Duh,
there.
what's a boys' night out with no
They
winner? That would suck.
They happen to share the presents.
It was a great time. Truman University gets a 1 out of 3 for me.
Yeah,
But
Truman's.
The town is
yeah.
nice. The people there that we were with were very incredible.
Shout out John.
Shout out John. Shout out John. I don't know his Twitter handle off the top of my head, but he's a fucking lad. And shout out Zoe. Shout out Maggie.
Yasmin.
Zmeen. What was the other girl's name?
Ham.
Ham. What was the other
You
girl's
talked
name?
to a
Her
girl-
roommate.
There was a girl named Ham?
Yeah, Ham's cool.
Ham was really cool.
All right. I won't judge.
Fuck.
My
What
name
was
is
the-
Paige.
God
So
damn it. I feel like shit I can remember the other girl's name, but I was
Bad.
not sober for a lot that night.
Yeah.
Shout
But
out.
it was a great time, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Aiden, what's the best thing that happened to you this week?
Rewind like 90 seconds and then what Seth said.
No. Okay, but what, like a specific. What was the best part of it?
We got
It's the
McDonald's,
same
but I
matter,
wasn't
doesn't
hungry.
matter.
That was your favorite part? When we stole Seth's car and went to go make
The
McDonald's?
tea was really
The one
sweet.
that was charging was mine.
The tea was sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Ha!
That wasn't
even-
that wasn't even
Ah!
Nice.
This looks like an orange to me.
That's kind of. Is it soda?
How much DMT
is that
did you
what
take?
ours is?
What? That looks like an orange. Oh, it looks like an orange pepper, kind of, or an orange.
An orange pepper.
An orange bell pepper,
Aren't orange peppers?
I think.
Aren't pork?
Paige, best thing.
I've had a great fucking week for like the first time in months. So
Oh, tell us about it.
I got 101 out of 100 on a test that I thought I failed. I have worked out twice this week. Yes, let's get it.
2 claps for that.
I had a whole day off the other day. I freaking got my hair done. I'm cute. I did burn my face, but the upside is that when I do my Halloween makeup, I'm just going to put like black around it and make it look like it's bleeding. So we're thriving out here. That is the end.
Honestly, I'm not lying. It kind of looks hard. You kind of look like a bad bitch with,
I got-
with the burn. Like Anakin and Rey has that fucking cut across his face. It's kind of hard.
I got asked today if I was being like abused at home, but I honestly appreciated it because I was like, wow, there are allies. But like, it was kind of weird because I was like, no, I'm just an idiot. Like I burnt myself with a curling iron.
Yeah,
I want to start telling people I got in a fight though.
do that.
They came at me with a hot knife.
Almost a meth heads with a blowtorch came at you and you just fucking
My neighbor
punched him.
came at me finally after I told him to turn his music down again.
You said, hey, you said, you suck at guitar. He said,
I'm glad you had a good week. That's good.
I've had a great week.
That's really good to hear. What about you, Zach?
Zach gave up on life.
Zach's been down, man. He's been wearing this outfit for a week.
But I haven't showered. Just in general.
Did you think about Joker today?
Yeah.
all I have are Joker
Yeah, I
thoughts."
did.
Whoa! Is there anything good that happened? No. Nothing?
He thought about Joker. That was the
What
good
about
part.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll throw you a softball.
Tomorrow's my 3-year anniversary with Haley.
Hey.
So, hey.
Yay, commitment!
She hasn't gotten away yet. She's tried. Yank her back.
Yanker.
Quite literally. With a lasso.
I was thinking more like a fishing pole, and he like
Oh.
hooks her.
Like Minecraft.
Steven, what's the best thing that happened to you
Minecraft
this week?
Steven.
The best thing that happened to me this week, I had a very eventful week. I showed Raj the cha-cha slide last night. That was cool. Raj is our buddy.
Imagine, I
Yeah.
want to see somebody's first time with the cha-cha slide.
Play it Saturday.
I'm adding it to the playlist
Yes.
now.
Oh my God.
So our buddy Raj is from India. Shout out Raj.
Shout out fucking Raj,
Bro-
great guy.
Raj
I
is
don't
from,
know him, but shout out Raj.
Raj is
You'll love Raj.
Raj is from India. He's 24 and he's like our homie now. And last night we were just messing around. I said, Raj, do you know what the cha-cha slide is? He said, what are you talking about? So I showed Raj the cha-cha slide, and I'm very proud of that.
That was incredible. That was a good moment in life.
It was very fun. I also like Saturday when I stole your car. That was pretty
Oh,
good.
you did?
And I also stole your car Sunday. I stole Seth's car twice this weekend.
Dude, I ate shit. I tried to skate to go to the house, and I ate shit in that parking lot. Like,
Oh,
my elbow hurt really bad.
Ouch.
I have
Played
to
it off,
speak to
though.
the camera for a moment, if that's okay with you.
Okay, yeah,
guys.
go for
Which
it.
one do I look at? That one, I guess.
That one.
Okay, so this is it's the loudest I've ever been. That's what she said.
Sports.
Sports.
So I'm having a party on Saturday, and if you're watching this, you're invited.
This comes out Saturday, so
I
you gotta
will
like
edit the fuck out of this and get it out
Today.
by Friday night. I will do my best.
If you're watching this at noon on Saturday, you're invited to my party. It's at 10. Okay, you have to find me on Twitter, and you need to follow the Pretty Sweet Media thing. You'll find me through there. I'm not giving out my at name. No under 18 because I'm a future teacher of America, and I don't want to get fired. Mwah.
And-
If your dad's a cop, don't tell him.
Are we gonna
It's
have a
honor
guest
system
list?
here.
Are you gonna have a
Honor
guest list
system.
and they have to be following us to get in?
Oh,
We should do that. Yep.
And bring candy.
I might
corn
do
for
that.
me.
I'll be
I'm
the-
kind of an asshole, so why not?
Can I be the bouncer?
Do it.
I'll be the bouncer.
You and Raj.
You get scared of strobe lights.
Also, Mercury retrograde. I need you guys to hold
Hey,
on.
PSA.
No. No. Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
wait. I'll wait.
Sorry.
This is important.
Okay.
Mercury retrograde starts on Halloween, so we're all getting fucked. All right,
Ah.
that's it.
I'm gonna bleep that out. We're all getting blanked.
Hey, you want to throw pumpkins at each other in this? Oh.
What the frickin' heck?
My nose. No, don't.
Aiden's depth perception is completely fucked.
It's actually better without my
All right.
glasses.
Thank
Are
you
we
for
shouting
listening to
out?
the Orange Soda podcast.
It's better without my
Always,
glasses.
we love you. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it indefinitely.
Shout out my stepdad.
Shout out him.
Shout out. Are you gonna shout out Julian? I don't want to do
Oh fuck! We almost forgot. We gotta see Julian on Saturday.
I met
too.
Julian. I met Julian
No,
last
Sunday.
week.
We gotta actually see Julian, and then we gotta see Julian and Cleo, and it was fucking great. It was fucking incredible. Julian's a great guy.
good
Julian,
weekend.
we love you. Come on the podcast, or I will actually throw a bitch fit. Call your
Are you
mom.
praying?
Make sure your mom's
I'm
doing
praying
good.
to Jesus.
She'll appreciate it.
I mean, Kanye. Jesus is King Friday.
Hey,
Jesus is King Friday.
Man,
if it
what
comes
a
out by then,
week.
we'll talk about it.
what a week! This has been the Orange Soda Halloween episode.
There will be YouTube content out soon, hopefully, if I'm productive and I feel
Okay.
like it. Call your mom. Shout out to Tunisia.
Shout out
I tried.
Tunisia.
Shout out Tunisia.
All
And
right.
I guess that's the episode.
Shout out, boys and
Shout out boys in orange.
shout out boys in blue.
it. Oh,
Bye bye. Thank you for
God.
listening. Love you guys.